Let me ask you something honestly. You open YouTube today, you scroll through your feed, and the last 30 days, how many of the videos you watched were more made by a real human being who actually lived through the thing they were teaching you? If you're being honest with yourself, you are not sure, and that's exactly the problem. Because right now, in 2026, we are in the middle of the biggest shift in the internet has ever seen. More content is being created than at the time is human history. But trust in that content is all-time low. AI tools can be now produce a 2000-word article, a 10-minute video script, a fully edited podcast, and a social media calendar. All in under 20 minutes. Some channels are publishing 30 videos a week using nothing but AI. And they are getting views, but they are what they are not getting: authority, trust, and loyalty. And that's what this video is about. My name is Bisho, CP Bisho, and since 2021, I have been building my online businesses the hard way. I felt multiple times I started with zero experience from my auntie's house in Chiribandur, Bangladesh during COVID. I have been watched the content landscape completely transformed around me. Today, I want to show you what's actually happening in what I call the attention war, and more importantly, what the data says about who wins in the long run. Stay till the end because end of the video, last point in the most creators completely miss, and this is the one that's going to define who thrives in next 3 years. Let's look at what the numbers say, because I am not here to give you opinions, I'm here to give you context. Between 2024 and 2026, AI content generation grew by over 400%. Platforms like YouTube, Google, Instagram, and LinkedIn are now flooded with content produced by tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and dozens of content automation platforms. Some estimates suggest that by mid-2026, more than 60% of content published online will have significant AI involvement in its creation. Now, on the surface, that sounds terrifying if you are a human creator, but here's what I want you to understand. More content does not mean more attention. It means attention is now the secretest resource on the internet. Think about it this way. When everyone has the same tool built to build something at the same speed, the tool step brings the advantage. The human behind it becomes the advantage. Google's own search quality guidelines have been updated multiple times in 2025 and 2026, prioritize the what they call EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Google is especially trying to surface content the real humans with the real experience because they know that users are overwhelmed by AI noise. It is doing the same thing, which tell me still matters, but the platform is now also measuring engagement quality, comments, shares, return viewers. And here's the truth. AI produced content typically has lower comment rates, lower share rates, and lower subscriber conversion. People watch it, but they don't follow it. The data is telling us something. Human authority still converts AI content alone does not build community. Let me tell you something potential because I think it's make it real for you. Back in 2023, I launched a project called World Winner CP. I spent months building it. I thought I had the right formula, the right niche, and the right angle. I was using every tool available on the produced content faster, and it failed. Not because the content was bad, but because it had no human author, no real history, no perspective that only I could give. People could tell, not constantly maybe, but they felt it, and when you feel something is generic, you don't return to it. That failure changed how I think about content. Before I was asking what topic gets traffic, now ask what can I say about this topic that literally no one else can say. And when I made that switch, when I started bringing in my actual experience, my failure was my economics background, my journey from a small town in Jasper. Something shaped, comments went up. People started saying, this feels like real, it's sustained because I trust this guy. That's human authority. It cannot be automated, it can be templated. It's your alert. Now let me break it down exactly what human authority is and why it's your biggest asset right now. There are three things that surprise human authority AI. Generated content. I call it a AEP Stack, and it builds the framework from my own testing and observation. A. Accountability. When a real person puts their name, face, and history behind the content, they are accountable for what they say. AI is not. When I tell you something failed for me, that's the real. You can fact check me, you can comment and I'll respond. That's the accountability. Loop is what builds the long-term trust. AI content that works best is always backed a human who takes responsibility for it. Think of AI as your research assistant and protection tool, not your voice experience. This is the big R. In 2026, the most valuable thing can have as a content creator is lived experience. Not just knowledge experience. I have been doing author marketing for the 5 years. I started with mobile service that paid nothing. I failed at CP marketing. I learned it because I had to, not because I chose it as a niche. That experience gave me as a perspective that no language model can replicate because those models were trained on the internet and internet does not have my specific history. Your background is your competitive mode. Your failures are point and goal. Don't hide them. Build with them. P. Perspective. Perspective is your filter on information. Anyone can share a strategy, but only you can share what that strategy means to someone building a digital business from Bangladesh with no term, no budget, and 4G hotspot. Perspective is what makes people feel seen, and people watch creators to make them feel understood. So here's the potential application. I'm not telling you to avoid AI. I use AI every day. I use for research, outlines, for titles, for SEO optimization. What I'm telling you is AI should never replace the AEP of those years. The tools just help you deliver them faster. The creators within Internet 6 are not ones who using the most AI. They are ones using AI to amplify their human authority. Not to replace it. Alright, let's me bring the home and practical steps you can actually use starting today. Step 1. Audit your last 10 pieces of content. Go back and look at your last 10 videos, posts or articles. How many of them have a personal story, a real opinion or a specific experience all you can could share? If the answer is less than half, you are producing AI level content even if a human made it. Fix that. And your history and your opinion, make it traceable to save. Step 2. Build what I call an authority anchor. An authority anchor is the pieces of content that tells your history, your origin, your failures, and your turning points and your philosophy. For me, it's my channel Taylor and I dedicated video about how I started on December 3rd, 2021 with nothing but curiosity and a phone. That video does more trust building work than any tutorial I ever made. Create your step 3 using AI for the right things. Use AI to research trends. Use it to draft outlines. Use it to optimize your titles and descriptions. Use it to handle the mechanical work. But write your intro in your own words. Share your own examples. Draw from online life and content architect can be AI assisted. The human layer must be fully yours. Step 4. Optimize for depth, not volume. Channel produce 30 AI videos with week might get views, but they are already get subscribers. Depth beats volume for community building on video where I will learn something real. Feels a genuine connection is worth more than 10 videos that informed by never moved them. Post at on pace you can sustain with quality. For me, that's 2 there 3 videos a week, and I make sure at least one of them has a strong personal element. Here's the thing, nobody tells you about the attention war. You don't have to win the world internet. You just have to win the attention in the right. People, 1,000 loyal viewers who trust you are worth more than 100,000 passive ones who forget your movement. They close on the tab. Build trust fast, this will flow. That's not a motivational quote, that's how the algorithm actually works in 2026. Look, I started design in 2001 with nothing, no audience, no budget, no connection. I made mistake that cost me time and momentum, but every follower pointed me in the right direction. And the biggest thing I learned is this, the internet has too much information. What it does not have enough of, be honest. Experience, actionable voice, you have of the story, you have experience, you have a perspective that no AI model has was trained on. In the world downing generated content that's genuinely valuable, that attention work is real. But human authority is not dead. It's actually the richest and most valuable asset on the internet right now. If this video gives you something real to tell about, drop a comment below. Tell me what's one thing from your personal journey that you are never used in your content but probably should. I read every comment. I want to know. If you are new here, my name is Bisho. I'm 22 years old, just a marketer from Bangladesh. I run Maxbe marketing. and I make content about building real online businesses. No magic formulas, no overnight success, just an honest strategy and real experience. If that sounds like what you need right now, subscribe, because the next video I am going to even deeper on this topic. I'll see the next on. Bye.